Hey everyone, welcome back to Let's Platinum Bloodborne, episode 13. Alright, so last time we left off we were in Hemwick Charnel Lane, or Carnel Lane, whatever you want to call it, Carnel Lane. And essentially we're going to find a lot of witches around here. And we're going to try and take them out. They're not too strong, they actually don't have that much HP, but they are, they can be dangerous in groups. So, whoa! Now that has never happened before. She backed away and then got burnt in the fire. That's pretty awesome. Alright, so let's clear. This one is dangerous. This particular one with this weird... What is that? It's like a... It's a gardening implement, isn't it? Like a piece of farming equipment. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. Yes! More twin bloodstone shards. Excellent. We need those to level up our weapon. What's on here? You have to stand right in this position to pick it up. Bloodshot eyeball. Alright, there's a big one with a gigantic piece of farm equipment. And there's a little section over here that we're going to explore first before we continue down the way we came. There's a guy we can talk to over there, so we're going to do that in a sec. Madman's knowledge. Alright, this is not a secret passage. Do not go down there. And you can't operate the device yet because that's a lift that we get later. Alright, let's talk to this person. Okay. Okay, yeah, that person doesn't... I don't think we ever can do anything with that person. Just doesn't... It's not part of it. There's a ladder there that we can't climb up. Alright, let's continue. What's up here? Some more witches. These guys witches? These girls witches or whatever. I think I might have called them Bertas actually. Not 100% sure. You know, Bob Berta. Like the female version of Berta. Oh crap. Nice. You want to be careful here because there's this Molotov guy. So just kill those two, the spiked wolf and the Berta. Run around, dodge his attack, swing on that one, and almost got away with not getting hit there. Come on. Beautiful. Almost got it all back. More blood vials. Yeah, we really need more blood vials. But I did that pretty well actually. Alright, collected whatever was here, I've already forgotten. Let's run up here. This section, it's not too long, and the next boss is pretty much the easiest boss in the game. But yeah, it's... I don't know, I think it's the first part where, the first time that the game really changes the atmosphere. It's no longer like a castle simulator. It's like a, I don't know, like there's a lot more green and a lot of different environments, which is cool because we want to see like a different look to the game. One big complaint that I think most people had about this game, or especially reviewers, was that it was very samey all the way through, whereas like something like Dark Souls was, this is blocked, we can open it from the other side. Something like Dark Souls was so, you know, it was always different. There was always a different thing around the corner. My favorite part of like Dark Souls was the original Dark Souls. That is, was like I played and played and played for hours and hours and hours, and I got so far, and I'm just like, you know, killing each boss. I'm like, yes, I jumped down to kill that guy or girl or whatever. You know, playing for so long, trying to figure out how to beat each boss and get to the next section, and then you get to Anor Londo, and there's that cutscene that leads you into Anor Londo, and it's just like, are you kidding me? How much of this game is still left? There's an example, I don't know if I mentioned it again in the first episode, but I did a jumping swing there with like essentially where you press forward and R2, but I didn't press R2, I did L2, and I don't know why that happens. I don't know. I use the swing, and I use another swing, and then like sometimes I'll press forward along with L2 and it'll just work. Okay. Okay, let's, what we'll do is we'll just use this lift, go down, jump off, and then walk back on, just so that we can activate it for later. So if we ever have to use this lift again as a shortcut, it'll actually work, because it didn't work before, as you saw when I tried to operate the device. Alright, this is a little bit tricky. Got it. There's something. Yeah, there's an ogre up there we want to be careful of. There was a raven here. No, okay, so it was just that Berta. Yeah, this is a tricky. What I like to do with this here is I get the ogre's attention, walk him back, and just carefully keep walking back, making sure not to fall off the edge. Get him to a nice open area like this, then bait out an attack, dodge, hit. Okay, I missed that second one. Dodge. Come on, yes. Ooh, that was not smart. Yes, okay. That was a lucky swing. Cool, alright, getting more blood vials. Slowly but surely getting more blood vials. Yeah, this is another episode where we're just going to be going through the motions. Okay, but there are like a lot of hidden... Whoa, did they? I feel like they either brightened up this area, you know, like a patch or something, or I did it with the brightness settings. I purposely put them higher so that I could actually see what was going on. It makes life easier. I mean, it's not a horror simulator. If you want a horror simulator, you know, you can play a horror game. This is more of a... There are horror elements and, like, you know, gross stuff all the way through, but it's more something that you want to... Oh yeah, I died. I should have put... Wait, when did I die? I died... Oh, I died to the blood-starved beast. That's right, so I must have forgotten to put the hand lantern back on after that. Alright, there's a little secret here. Oh, no. 1, 2, 3, another blood chiller. What? Yes, excellent. They're so worthwhile. If you can get them, they're so worthwhile. Because they give you so much, so many bloodstone shards, especially the ones that you need. Whenever you find the blood chiller, you can basically get the ones that you need. Oh no, sorry for this guy. Yeah, another gunner bob here, but in the wheelchair. These wheelchair ones are like, they can be really deadly, so you want to be careful of that. Adept blood gemstone and another madman's knowledge. So nothing too special, but it is a kind of like a little secret area. Okay. Let's have a look. Carefully walk across the beams. There we go. Now we're going to come to a nice big open area, I think. Oh yeah, this bit. This bit, to me, when I got to this bit the first time, I always thought that there was more to it, but no, it's just a very simple area with just a few platforms and stuff like that. I think there's something, yeah, there's this bird here hiding. I'm going to call them birders from now on, because I'm pretty sure that's what I called them in my guide. Or when I wrote down a walkthrough for it. It's like my first time writing a walkthrough. Is kind of a weird experience. I tend to not write that much. When I was a kid, I used to I did normal school, and well, here in Australia we have it's a pretty similar schooling system to what the Americans have, but we, instead of grade, we call it year. So when I was in year 4 or 5, I did this thing. My parents put me in this thing called MM Coaching College, which was like basically essentially what it sounds like. It was a college where you can... Oh, no, whoa. Alright, hang on, I'll continue my story in just a sec. There we go. They put me in this college thing where it was like to be able to learn a little bit extra, just about, you know, maths and English and all that kind of stuff, so that you could get a little bit more ahead of the curve, so to speak. And we always had to do, it was like every Tuesday, and we had to do a creative writing thing. And I remember the first time I got there, they give you this sheet of paper with like 200 fraction questions on it, and your assignment, that was weird. Your assignment is to like do the questions. Almost got him. Got her. Your assignment is to do the questions, and then bring it back next time, like when you first get there, and then they take your results and they work out how many are correct, how many are incorrect, and put you in a class based on that. It's actually a really tough part. So I had to do that, and then they put me in a class. But the worst thing I hated was there's a whole bunch of fire barrels around. I want to be very careful. Yeah, they put you in a class, and I was like, we always had to do creative writing, and I hated it because I was just the worst at it. I could never come up with anything creative. It was what? Heavy blood gemstone. Okay, that's a new one. Let's have a quick look at that. That was a heavy blood gemstone. Strength scaling plus 4.2. Could be useful. Could be useful. Let's find out later on. Oh, look at the blood echoes. It's a pretty good amount of blood echoes, actually. Bit cold blood. Yeah, so they put you, and I hated doing creative writing because I was just never good at it. The maths was okay. I was always pretty decent at general maths. I never went any further because it just, I don't know, it got very, very confusing. I lacked a lot of confidence in myself when I was a kid. Everyone always told me how much potential I had, but I either didn't have the, oh my god, man. I didn't have the knowledge or the belief in myself that everyone else did. So I tended to stay on the course of, I'm going to do slightly better than average, and I'm going to be happy with that. And I don't know, as of late I always wanted to try and do better. I think one really important thing is, if you can do better, you should do better. And it's a tough lesson to learn. I remember there was this one teacher in high school. We were in a class, and he was our substitute, but we'd had him before. He was like a music teacher, and he asked us, it was really weird, he asked us to, our homework was to define a word. Like, it was like one word, it was to define a word. And the next day we came in, like, you know, I went home, I typed it in, I looked at the word, I changed it up a little bit, like the definition that was written on the internet, I just like sort of reworded it. And the next day we came in after that, like after he checked our homework, he was like, I want to talk to you guys about that homework that I said. You know, the homework was to define a word, and all of you, you know, most of you just like did the bare minimum. You went on the website and you looked at the word and you just wrote down the definition, and that was it. And then he singled me out. He was like, John, like, I saw you do this. And then he sort of thought for a second. He goes, oh, hang on, no, it wasn't you. You did change it. And I was like, damn straight, I changed it. But then he went on this like rant about how, like, you know, you shouldn't be doing the bare minimum, and you should always try and do more than what you've been assigned, or you should make more of an effort. And I don't know, I was angry at the time for him saying that. Actually, I'll come back to that story in a sec. A lake rune increases physical damage reduction. Alright, so this is a pretty good rune. We are going to be able to finally use these runes really soon, after the next boss, in fact. So, yeah, we just want to hold on to those for the time being. Yeah, and I was really upset. I was kind of like, even though he singled me out and then he kind of corrected himself, I was upset at him like yelling at everyone for doing the bare minimum. I was like, you gave us an assignment or you said our homework was to define a word. How can we possibly, like, and then you say that, oh, because I changed I didn't even write it in my own words. Like, I basically reversed the order of what it said. So it was kind of like, oh god, now I'm gonna have to do it off the top of my head. Like, let's say define the word dog, and the definition says a domesticated animal, usually taken care of by a human. And then instead of that, I would write it in like a different order, like the words in a different order. So a dog is an animal that is taken care of by humans, usually domesticated, something like that, right? And that was the only difference that I made, and it was kind of like, and he said, okay, that's fine, you know. I don't know if he was confused or if he was just annoyed at the, God, if he was just annoyed at people who he thought were doing the bare minimum. I mean, obviously people were doing the bare minimum, but I think the really frustrating thing was even then I realized that school is not for everyone. School is not, or, you know, leading an academic life is not something that every single person can do. You know, there's a limit to the amount someone can learn and the amount that someone can teach. And I think that the people who are not created to, or who are not don't have an affinity for following an academic life, I think if it's much tougher for them, because they have to try and figure out a way to make it through life without doing that. And I think one of the lucky things about the time we live in right now is, you know, YouTube is a thing, and it's, you know, it's a legitimate form of making a living. It really is. If you've got a good idea, or if you've got an idea that already exists but you can do it better, there's a whole, you know, there's a whole market out there. Alright, I'm going to stop talking about life and I'm going to start talking about the next boss, because we are about to reach it. Here we go. Please, goddamn, do not let me lose this stupid easy boss. I think there's a cutscene. Nope, no cutscene. Alright, here we go. So, I'll explain the boss as we go. This is not the boss. This is one of the minions that the boss has. Your objective is to find the boss. Usually glows a little bit red from memory. Where are you? Somewhere around here in the corners. There we go. Alright, so that's the boss, Witch of Hemwick. I just want to do like a massive amount of damage. As you can see, I mean, look at the amount of damage I dealt. Pretty good. Okay. Yeah, and there it is again. Gonna try it. Yeah, you don't want to let these minions get too out of hand. She does keep spawning the minions, so you want to make sure that you take them out as well as dealing damage to her. And the gimmick of this boss fight, or later on, the second gimmick of this boss fight, I won't spoil it actually. Where is it? Oh. Whoa. Great. Alright, well, she knocked me off somehow, but it's alright, I still managed to... No. Smack. Excellent. So yeah, very, very, like, a subtle boss fight, I think is a good way to explain it. Cool. Look at that, I mean, look how much damage I did there. Alright, now, I've got enough... It hasn't gotten out of hand, I've only got 2. But, I want to make sure that she doesn't get any more. Again, there's that stupid thing that I somehow, when I press L2 and forward, it does a jumping attack. Where is she, or he, or whatever. Okay, there we go. The gimmick of this boss fight is going to come up really soon. Come on. Ah, almost killed her. Or did I? You'll find out what I mean. Uh-oh. But as you can see, this is just, it's literally... Oh my god. Well, unless you get... No! Please, leave me alone. there we go. Now you think I've won, but this is another one. There are actually 2 witches of Hemwick, and that's the gimmick of this boss fight. And as you can see now, it's appeared finally. I also didn't want to get out of hand, but I'm gonna take advantage of this. 1, 2, come on, can I do it in time? Ah, what? That should have totally... Hey, she's back. I'm being a bit risky now because I don't really want to win. I mean, I really want it to just be over. And I want to stop killing these guys because these guys also don't give blood echoes, which is a little annoying, but, you know. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, please, 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 please. Alright, I think when that happens, press L2 and R2 so you can get out of that. Thank you, that made me feel better there. Oh no. No. No! No! Are you kidding me? Oh my god. This... Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, attempt number 3. Let's see if we can win. I don't know what I'm going to leave in the episode. I'm probably just going to, if I win this time, it'll probably just be this attempt. Because I'm just really annoyed right now. I don't understand how this stupid boss can beat me. It's like pathetic really, so... And I guess that's Bloodborne for you. This is so frustrating right now. Are you still there? Yes, you are. Please. Yes. Come on. Screw you. I wonder how much one charge attack does. Let's find out. Did I see it here? Yeah. Okay. You should not have been able to do that. Die. Oh crap. No. Didn't want to. Okay. Come on. This is so silly. Wait. 1, 2, 3. The other thing is I don't understand when, like, can both of them use that grabbing attack? Or, you know, like, how does that work? I think I actually missed that completely there, so there's some more damage that went in vain. Oh, this is horrible. There we go. Here we go. Alright, well, this is the other one. It's interesting, I've been like just rushing them, and not many of the enemies, those guys have spawned. I wonder if that's the gimmick to this fight, is just try and kill these guys quickly so that they don't spawn. Those guys so fast. I don't know. So do 506. Finding them can be tricky though. That's the thing. Hello. Oh, come on! Oh, you. Oh, there. Somehow I've managed to only get 2 to spawn. So I'm guessing that maybe just going for these witches is the way to go. There you are. Oh, thank God that hit. You're dead. There you are. Yeah, it looks like when they glow red is when they're... Oh, damn! It was right at the end! Alright, where are you? Where are you? There. Dead. Idiot. Freaking prick. Goodbye. The Witch of Hemwick. Thank the freaking... Oh my god. I can't believe I died that many times. Alright, this is gonna be a little long on time. Oh no, it should be fine. It's gonna be like 25-26 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna do this last part really quick. So, after the boss fight, come down here, collect the Rune Workshop tool. Hooray! One of the best items in the game because it allows us to use runes. Let me put the hand lantern back on. Alright, now we're gonna quickly go back to the Hunter's Dream. I'm gonna cut this out so that we can do this quicker, so I'll be back in a second. Now we're back. I'm gonna quickly do this as fast as possible. So first things first, Rune Workshop tool. Memorize a Carol rune to acquire its Eldritch Strength. So we're gonna we have space for 3, so we're gonna get physical damage reduction definitely, and maximum vials up by 1. And I guess we may as well go for Formless Odin. Since we have it and we're not using anything else, but we will change that later because, as I said, I'm not really a big fan of the Quicksilver bullets. Alright, so repair the Hunter Axe. Now we can actually level it up, so let's level it up to 5. Oh, we can do twice, excellent. Alright, cool. Hunter Axe plus 6, we need 3 Bloodstone Chunks. Chunks is the next, I think I said rock, I meant chunk. That's the next one, and we can level the pistol up later as well. Blood Gem Fortification, let's see what we can put in there. So let's have a look at this heavy Blood Gemstone. Okay, it's useless basically. We can put this in there. Yeah, let's put this. This increases it by another 9 damage and it also adds a slight slow poison effect, so that's really good. We haven't got anything for the other one. Let's, what the hell, why was my weapon like that? That's weird. Let's get 4 out, and 39,000. Alright, let's have a quick look at what we can buy. I don't know if it's worthwhile to buy these. I could buy them, but then my level suffers. Oh yeah, you can now purchase Bloodstone Shards, but they're way too expensive. That's ridiculous. Let's sell Quicksilver bullets. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave it here without leveling up and all that because I don't know what I want to do with these Blood Echoes yet. I don't know if I want to use them to purchase the Tomb Prospector gear or level up. I'm thinking level up, but I want to be sure. So I'm just going to quickly get these Quicksilver bullets one last time. Oops, that one. There we go, still got 37, there's still plenty. And sell them, and that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm Ultima456, and this has been Let's Platinum Bloodborne episode 13. See ya!